All right, it's Venkman's turn. Venkman is going to, for the first time, attack one of the plasms. So he's got 1, 2... Well, before I lock that movement in, let's see how bad it is if I miss or hit and see what he does. That is the super plasm. And these guys, if you want to see them, are like these little slimy things. You know what? Let's take a moment. I want to take a moment here, and I should have done this already, so you guys can actually see what the hell I'm talking about, because you can't really see with this camera. So I'm going to switch to this. I'm going to show you what I'm fighting. So these are the little plasm guys. Oh, I guess you still can't even see that well. That's all right. They're nothing. I mean, there's not a lot of detail to them. They're just like piles of slime. Yeah, and they have been sitting on these little goo pile things. Here's an example. This is Peter with the slime pack. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how to focus on the fly with this crap. This is my old webcam. It's even worse than my other one. The good one is on the board. Here are the snake guys. And I haven't encountered one yet. Oh, here are the brain guys. Those guys, they're kind of neat. It's very Cthulhu-esque. This is the Granny Ghost. Oh my god. And that's that. So this gives you an idea of what we're fighting for you and the boys back home, the girls back home, and everything in between. All right, back on the board. So actually, I want to look at this. I want to move this out of the way. Peter's gonna go. Peter's gonna go that. He's gonna do there. And where did I put the plasm card? Here we go. Super plasm. You move its line to hit him. 3 or higher. When hit, he splatters. Oh man, there's so many sexual innuendo in this game. It's just amazing. When you miss him, you splatter a random space 2 spaces away. When you hit him, he just splatters, which looks like it's everywhere. It slimes a 6. Okay. When he splatters, it's every space around him diagonally, and just not his space himself, but diagonally and adjacent. And when you miss him, it's a random space 2 spaces away, gets a 3x3 splatter. Well, given that, I'm actually going to move Peter here. Actually, he can be back here. I can move 2 spaces and I can move diagonally, so screw that. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Poor Ray is more likely to get hit. Yeah, plasms can combine too, which is kind of interesting. When would they? Oh, when the chaos die is rolled, I guess. Well, it seems unlikely these guys are going to move that much, which is a little bit interesting, I suppose. Everything about this game, I'm not sure is very good, but it's very interesting because I'm so used to uber bland and generic Zombicide, and this is at least adding some different details to it. So anyways, Venkman is going to take his shot with the the mood slime. Yeah, I'm never going to take that seriously. So 3 or higher. Here we go. Oh, a total whiff. Now things get bad. When miss, you splatter a random space 2 spaces away. Well, I guess this is where I can come in with the PKE meter and use that. If it's a random space 2 spaces away, I can't actually get every single space. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, let's do this. I mean, I guess it might be. It's directions, right? Let's just keep it simple. I'm gonna roll. No, how am I gonna do this? Let's do 1 through 5 and for each of these 2 spaces. I'll do it actually the more complicated way. I probably shouldn't do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll re-roll on a 6. That's a 6. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to be one of these two spaces, even or odd. Even, odd. It's even. So this space, poor Peter, moved all the way over there and it didn't help. This whole 3x3 space is going to get slimed. So he's going to get it. And it is a -1 to movement, which is a little unfortunate. All because he missed. Loser. Let's do it again. I'm going to fire again from right where I am. Doesn't matter to me. That's a 4. That's what I need. So he slimes, if he gets hit, he slimes every space around him. Doesn't matter. No one's there. So when hit, he only needs 1 mood slime on him. I won't even put the ring out. He's just toast. Or slimed. If this plasma would end its movement, okay, when super plasma is extracted, remove it from the scenario and place 1 plasma counter on your character card. Okay. Why? Should we just put the thing on me? I'm just going to put the thing on me. I don't think we're going to have that many out. Oh, no. Maybe we will. Maybe that's the reason why. Spankman. So 1 action to move, 2 shots. I'm actually done. I can't do much with a maneuver. I might be able to do something with a maneuver. Let's take a look. That was a little bit closer. That would have been the argument for staying close, because I could have used a maneuver to flip over the slime pile right away. That's alright. That's okay. Okay. The stream stop, or is it just me? No, it's okay. Didn't look like I had froze for a moment there. All right. So Peter's done. Egon is next. Egon is in a rock in a hard place. It would take him a full round action. You know what? We need to get rid of this snake. If I can get rid of this snake, it's just going to really prevent a lot of problems. Oh god, I'm dying! So I'm going to fire my proton pack at the snake and hope I hit. I need a 4 or higher. You're not helping. He slimes me, and he moves towards a random Ghostbuster, but he can't. So I think he's going to come down here. He can't go through the orange. There's an orange wall there. Or it's a cop car. It's more on the other side of the cop car for thematic's sake. So that sucks. The slime token is a... Oh, I have to roll for it. Even odd. 5. Odd. So it's -1 line of sight. This is getting worse. Fire again. It's 50-50 shot. I just keep failing. I fail again. Oh boy. This time I take another -1 line of sight. Now I can only hit things adjacent until I get these slime tokens off me. But I have 1 more action left, and I'm just going to keep shooting. Finally, I got a 6. He's done. Now when I hit, he moves 1 space towards that Ghostbuster. Now this guy specifically said that when he was trapped, resolve its win hit ability before it's placed on your character card. I'm going to guess that you don't, since this was enough to defeat him and he doesn't say that on his card. If someone's played this and knows, tell me otherwise. I think that because it doesn't specifically say it like the Brain Matter card does, he's just gone. So he's going to go on Egon's card. And I get my stream back. And that is it. He can maneuver, but now there's a monster on the spot. I'm going to guess I cannot flip a goo pile while there's a anything on it, let alone the slime. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, shall we? Flip over an unoccupied goo pile and gain an XP. Now, when I want to drop things back off at the dimensiometer, when do I get XP for that? Okay, do I get XP right away for the ghost? If so, I guess I should have been doing that, although I'm not going to gain a level anytime soon, so it probably doesn't matter. Oh no, you get the XP right away. You get one for every stream or mood slime token that they had on that entity. Cool. Good stuff. So, Egon actually gets 2. He finished it off himself. He might actually hit yellow before this is all over. I'm running out of time. I'm still back here dicking around, and I need to get to the other side of the map. Can I run through ghosts with the car? Seems like I should, right? I hope I can. Who else killed something? Peter killed something with 1. That one only took 1 mood slime. For sure. And Ray got something as well. Oh, and Winston did. They all got something. Yeah, actually, I was moving Winston accidentally. That's fine. That's okay. Still, kind of annoying to move these clips, just like the zombie side. It's not too bad. I mean, what's the alternative? There's nothing but horrible things. Can you guys hear me okay? Can my audio be better? I'm just wondering if my mic is a good distance away. Or not. Okay. Nah, that was it for Egon. He can do no more. No mas. But now Ray is going to go. We need to just keep moving. And honestly, I want to get Peter over there to take care of that mood slime ghost. So, I'm going to have Ray move up here with 1 action, and then with a maneuver, flip the goo pile. So let's see what we get. He gets an XP for doing that, by the way. Right? Oh, I just read that. I'm sorry. Yep, you gain an XP. Then you draw the cop card. So, not that it matters, but he's going to get that first so I don't forget. Alright, I drew an event. So, I have to draw one of the event cards, which I never shuffled. So, let's do that real quick. Right into the mic. Oh, my ears. I barely shuffled it, by the way. That was terrible. I'm not even sure I actually did. Okay. Hey, Noemi, Noemi, Noemi. Symmetrical book stacking. 2 summoned marked class 2 ghosts emerge from this goo pile. In 4 player turns, defeat both marked ghosts. All Ghostbusters gain 3 XP if there's a success. If you do that, I guess these are like missions. That's interesting. A Ghostbuster chosen by the players may flip 1 face down equipment they own face up. Sometimes I guess you must flip equipment face up down to use it. I'll have to look that up. Each marked ghost on the map removes their mark base and gains a shadow based. If you have a failure. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Class 2 ghosts. Does that mean I do that randomly? Do I pick the... I mean, I'm assuming there's more than 1 class 2 ghost. If that's the case, do I pick randomly which type of class 2 ghost it is? Or do I use the ones that are already using the scenario, which in this case are the snake things? Would you believe it doesn't say? I actually would believe that. Let's do it randomly. I wouldn't mind having a different type of ghost come out. Let's see what else we got. There are lots of them, actually. Well, it has to be a ghost, though, not a plasm. So, yeah, let's specify that. Ghost, ghost, ghost. Oh, there's bosses. That's interesting. Vigo, the Carpathian. What are you doing? It's Vigo. And then the snake. Okay. It doesn't say they're from the spirit world. Because what if you don't have class 2s in the spirit world? I only have one class 2 in the spirit world. If that was the case, I mean, that would be very bad. The game would just be over, apparently. Alright, I have to shuffle and pick without looking. I'm looking up. You'll have to take my word for it. Okay, the first one is a haunted human, the male fraud. Hack fraud. Let me put him back in and we'll keep shuffling and do it again. Not looking. It is a Granny Gross. I think I do have another one for her. Okay. I feel like I'm probably going to lose because of that. That seems rough. But anyways, it is what it is. There's a Granny Gross. And I need a male fraud. What do they do? The male fraud, you have to hit him on a 4 or higher, and you can add either mood or streams, and they can be any combination of 2 to kill him, trap him. If he slams you, it's -1 movement, and when he's hit, he moves a space towards the Ghostbuster. If he's missed, he moves 1 space towards a random Ghostbuster, then 1 space towards a random Ghostbuster again. When he is trapped, you place 1 plasm counter on your character card. Okay. Okay. And Granny Gross, same thing basically. I think the humans can be either. These are haunted humans with a really terrible font for the haunted human name. 4 or higher, any combination of 2 streams or mood slimes. If he slimes you, it's -1 line of sight. She slimes you. Yeah, she's mostly the same. If you hit, she moves 1 space towards you. If you miss, she moves 1 space towards you and then slimes 3 spaces in a random direction and 3 spaces in the opposite direction, like a line going out in both ways. When she's trapped, you put a plasma counter. So, alright. They don't seem that tough, although it's a 50-50 shot to hit them, which is really annoying. So I took 1 action to move and I took a maneuver to flip that. I can actually go ahead and attack them right away. If I do that, though, they're going to slime me right away. Because if I miss... If I hit, I think I'm fine because they don't have that thing that says they get their hit off on you anyways, their movement. But if I miss, they're going to slime me because they're going to move right onto me. Is it worth forgoing a shot in order to hit them? And I can't kill them. Yeah, alright, I'm going to move back. He doesn't have any tokens, right? No, he's fine. And Stance doesn't. I forgot to flip this over. He has a proton pack on. I've got the mini out. Alright, we'll take a shot at the Granny. That's a miss! God, I'm doing terribly. So on a miss, she moves a space towards that Ghostbuster and then slimes 3 spaces in a random direction and 3 spaces in the opposite direction. Oh, well, this is important. So... let's do it like this. 1, 2. I assume diagonals can count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll re-roll on a 6. It's 2, so it's here. Diagonal. So that's gonna slime Peter. Wow, I'm getting jacked up with these slimes, and that is -1 line of sight. Yeah, the game, I mean, I guess I could have ignored them. But but it does hurt you if you don't succeed on these things. I actually have to put marks on these guys, too. Because they stuck out there, and they get stronger, and you pass up getting 4 XP, which I guess matters? I don't know. Matters how much I'm going to play tonight. Because even if I play with my group later on, I'm just going to start over from scratch. Alright, so he hath been slimed, and he's out of actions. Ray is. So now it's Winston's turn. Peter's coming to the rescue there. And unless I roll the chaos die, he's going to stay put, and that ghost ain't going to do shit. That plasm. So let's do this. I really need to get into the Ecto-1. I need to get this car moving. Was part of our goal. All right, I can do that. Maneuver into the car. Action. I'm going to move it. I should have more than enough spaces. I'm going to go 1. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to get out with my second maneuver. And second action. No, I haven't done any action. Oh, the action was to move the car. Second action is I'm going to remove... I have to remove his own... I can't remove my own slime. Ah, that's rough. Okay. Yeah. That's what's going to have to happen. This is going to have to be a rebuilding here. I'm going to spend 2 actions just to get rid of 2 slime tokens on Egon. Let's get rid of line of sight and line of sight. And that's Winston. And that's the round. So we are running out of time. And that kind of sucks. That's alright. I'm getting my feet underneath me. End of rounds. Let's roll the die and see what happens. That is a circle. Circle is an open gate. Circle gate is up here. So it gets a plasm. Good. That's not too bad. So I have 4 turns. 4 player turns? Oh, we're just going to fail then. If it's 4 player turns, I don't think I can make it in killing these ghosts. Oh, maybe. Alright, let's see what happens. Because I've already had... when does it start counting? I think I've already had 2 player turns. But it is Peter's turn. Let's see what we can do. Nothing? I don't think we can do this. I don't think we can do this goal. If it fails, they turn into shadow. And I don't think I care. How about that? Let's ignore them. Let's cut our losses and run. What does the shadow effect do? At the end of the round, this entity moves 1 space towards the nearest Ghostbuster. Well, it's only 1 space, and I can move 2. And we're about to get in the car. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is a little rough, though, because Peter's movement sucks right now. What to do? I think I'm gonna... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do, unfortunately. Well, let's just move him here then. Actually, let's move him here. Someone's going to have to help him get him slime off. Wow, once you get a lot of slime tokens on you, you get jacked. Gorm Dragon asks, Nick, how do you find the game so far? I played it once and was not impressed. I'm more impressed than I thought I would be. Only because, and I've said this multiple times through the stream so far, it's clearly modeled after Zombicide almost... Well, I mean, almost to a fault. I mean, it's kind of shameless. But... on the other hand, it's more complicated and it's got more interesting things thematic to the Ghostbusters. It's a little bit disconcerting that the monsters don't really have any kind of agency other than what you do to them, basically. And the whole slime token thing, I'd rather just take HP damage, I think, rather than just keep losing access to what I can do as a Ghostbuster. So that's a little bit frustrating. However, I am certainly not writing it off yet. I think it's at least a little bit interesting. And again, it's based off of one of the most disappointing movies of all time. Ghostbusters 2. Alright, so what was I doing? He's done. That's all Peter can do, unfortunately. Egon's going to go. Egon isn't as jacked as he was before, and he doesn't have a slime pack. Oh, that's what I needed to have Peter do. Oh, crap. Hold on. I am going to backtrack. I'm sorry. He was here. Can I even do anything about this? Oh, man. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of messed up anyways. He's not going to have much else to do. 1, 2, and I'm going to use my third action, because his movement is hampered. I'm going to use my third action to actually flip him to the Ecto Goo, the Mood Slime. Again, these minis are so ugly, and you can barely make out who is who, that I just grab whatever has the right tank on it. I don't care which character it's actually supposed to be. Zombicide, Black Plague run smoother. Ghostbusters is very clunky. Clunky might be a right word, actually. That's a good word to describe it. It's actually having to keep track of things. Yeah, the simplicity of Zombicide it can also be seen as a strength of it. You can the setup of Zombicide is a big pain in the ass, but once you get through that, it's just boom, 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 boom. Move here, grab a card, kill some things, roll the dice, boom, go, go, go. And yeah, Black Plague I think is the best version of Zombicide. I'll grant you that. Alright. So, with that being said, now it's Egon's turn, and Egon has a little bit more freedom, although his movement is hampered. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Venkman. Egon is only short of maneuver, and that ain't a big deal. So, I'm going to do one movement as an action, and I'm going to chill, and I'm going to fire at the brain matter. And hope I hit. I only need a 3 or better. So it's 1 action, 2 action, dead. He does get his hit effect off, but I don't think it's going to target me. Oh, damn it. It's going to hit Ray. 1, 2, that's it. It hits Ray. And he gets another XP. Ray gets slimed. Ray takes another -1 maneuver. Or is that his first -1 maneuver? That's his first slime token, actually. He's over here, he's like, what the hell? Oh, wait a second. Can slime go through orange? It's got to be a line... it only blocks movement, so yeah, I would say so. I have one more action left. So, line of sight rules. I do have a car here, but if you can trace... I think, yeah... I think I can hit the Granny Ghost or Granny Gross. It's hard to say. Do characters block line of sight? Does the car in particular block line of sight? That's a question. I hate line of sight rules. It's a pet peeve of mine. I know it's a necessary evil in most times. Nick, the one does not. And it doesn't say characters do either. It really only talks about the lines. So I'll give them that. They do simplify the line of sight rules to a pretty good degree. Good. If that's the case, I'm going to try to hit Granny Gross. It's in my way. We have got to get moving, though. I'm running out of time. Crap. Yeah, I don't see how this is going to work. I don't see how we can possibly get this done in time. We'll try. I'm not going to give up. So, Egon's going to take a swipe. A swipe. It's a 3. What is it to hit her? It's a 4. Yeah. On a miss, she moves a space towards the Ghostbuster, and then she kvetches in multiple directions. So let's see what directions. So I'm going to go, it's 8-sided. Oh, that's, 8-sided die. You know, someone on YouTube, when I post this later, is going to be screaming at me, Nick, you have an 8-sided die. Oh, I feel really dumb about that. Oh, well. Fine. 3. Good. It goes diagonally off and it misses everybody. Alright. That is all the player turns, by the way. These guys have officially become shadowed. Assuming it's player turns and not rounds. Shadow is blue? Yes. When does that happen? At the end of the round, they move towards the nearest Ghostbuster. That's fine. I intend to ignore you. Like your children did when you were still alive. Line of sight is corner to corner. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay. I want to see about dropping shit off at the dimensiometer. The Ghostbuster must be adjacent to, in one of the 10 surrounding spaces, or inside the Ecto 1A to deposit trapped ghosts. And that is... What type of action is that? Maneuver. Maneuver. Excellent. I'll spend Egon's maneuver before I stop to transfer these two things to the dimensiometer. Although, I don't think it matters. What does it matter if I send back the trapped ghosts? Like, does it hurt me if I don't? Oh, they go into the spirit world. Oh. So, you know, it's closing the gates actually isn't horrible if you can keep stacking it with ghosts. That's fine. All right. That's finally it for him. Now it's Ray's turn. He's minus a maneuver, but I don't really care. Let's try and take out Greeny Ghost. And get things moving here. Actually, no, I don't care. We should get into the car. I'm going to get into the car. Because we need to just go. Because if Peter can slime that thing, move, grab it, he can get back into the car, and then back on Egon's turn, we can just go. Fine. I'm going to take a shot and see what happens. I don't care if we get slime necessarily. Sorry I can't help much. Hard to see terrain lines from the stream. That's okay, Gorm Dragon. I know. It's hard. Hopefully I can improve that later on. Or we'll play a game where I don't have to have a wide scope of everything. You can zoom in more. So, let's just take a shot and see what happens. Miss! Ah... When you miss in this game, it's really penalizing. And there's a 50-50 shot, so of course. Moves one space towards the nearest Ghostbuster. I don't think... If it doesn't let him move back, I think she's got to stay there. She can't end on a Ghostbuster space. But then she does schwitz in multiple directions. So let's try it. Alright, it's a 1... Which means she's about to slime nobody. Because it's going in this direction. Perfect. So, Ray will take another shot. Or where was he? He was... No, he was here originally. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I think he was. So I'm going to take another shot. And then I'm just going to get into the car. 6. Okay, so she's at least got one stream on her. She's not dead, though. I need 2 on her. Or 2 of that or 2 of Mood Slimes. On a hit, she moves a space, but she can't. Alright. I do have another action. Should I finish her off? Try to anyways. Sure. Let's do that. No, actually, I'm just going to get in the car. I move, and I use my maneuver to get into the Ecto-1. Oh, but if I do that, that work was for nothing. Okay, fine. I'll take another shot. I miss. It's a 50... I'm rolling that again. 50-50, and the odds are against me. This is an 8, which means it goes in one direction, then the opposite direction, does nothing. See, if I was in the car, I would have got slimed. Alright, fine. So Ray's done. It's Winston's turn. He's jacked up. He's got -1 line of sight, -1 movement. But he now has a slime blower. So let's see what we can do. Even with -1 line of sight, I've still got 2 spaces to the plasm. I'm going to hit. I'm going to try to hit. For the plasms, what do I need? I think I only need a 3 or higher, which helps things a bit. Yeah, 3 or higher with the mood slime. I miss! It's so fun! When you miss, he splurges onto a space up to 2 spaces away. And direction 2. Good. He hits the wall and nothing happens. I'll take another shot. Oh, God. This is terrible. This is a 5, which I'm going to guess is going to work out horribly for me. No, it goes off in this direction. It's fine. One more action. 3. Finally. So, on a hit, he splatters everything around him. Although I don't even think that happens. No, it does say when you distract him, he hits. But it's fine. Nothing happens to him. Nothing happens to any of my guys. He goes away. He turns into a plasm token for Winston, which is orange. And he's actually on slime. And that's that. Since I have a maneuver, I'm going to go ahead and actually extract that plasm right to the tank. That puts us at 1. Not that that's a lot to do much of anything, but fine. Yeah, I know they have special abilities, but their special abilities kind of suck. They don't do anything for me. Peter's might be the only one that could help. If I get another plasm, I can actually remove slime for free once. Alright, whatever. That's fine then. He's done. Wow, that was everybody again? We only got 3 rounds left. This isn't going to happen, guys. We're going to die horribly or whatever happens when we fail in the time part of the scenario. Roll the event die. That is the Breath of the Wind again, and so Plasm gets put on it. Alright. Now, Peter. Peter, your movement sucks. Oh, to maneuver into the car, you actually have to be on the sides of it. Nah, that's bad timing then, my friend. Screw this. I'm going to have him be the one to go and get that then. 1, 2. Oh, I think I can manage this actually, because I can move this way. There's no line there. So I'm going to do 1, 2 actions. All right, maneuver to pop this, and then let's see what nasty thing happens to me before I do anything else. He gets an XP just for doing that, though. That's important. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I gave Winston an XP for nailing that guy. Equipment! Okay, I assume those aren't bad. Magicians, Martyrs, and Madmen. At level 1, you choose a space within line of sight and place your Ghostbuster on that space. That's neat. Now, I think these are what? One-time use? Gorm Dragon? I'll look it up. Like, you flip it face down until someone can recharge you somehow. During a turn, you can use an equipment for free and then turn it face down, yeah. There are 4 different categories. When equipment is used, it remains face down until the beginning of the next scenario. But there are instances when someone can flip it back up. Okay. Yeah, it's neat, though. So, I took 2 actions just to get to that space. 1 maneuver to flip the pile. Another, at my last action, to move another space. Again, because I'm slimed, I can't move faster. Last maneuver, get into the car from the side. Boom. Good. Now, Egon. Let's see if I can finish off this old broad. With an action. And then he can also get into the car. Okay. I need 4 or higher. It's 50-50 shot. 4. Okay, she's toast. I don't think she can activate her thing. I get a plasm counter. Good. That helps things immensely. Okay, he's... Oh, I'm sorry, that was Ray's? Okay, so actually, that's interesting. That's an interesting teamwork aspect. So both of them are going to get an XP for that. But Egon gets the plasm counter. I got it, Gorm Dragon, don't worry. Yeah, you can use equipment once until the scenario resets unless you have a special ability. So, you know what? I was going to play music. I forgot all about it. Do you guys care? The 3 of you that are watching? I had a video game playlist all set. You know what? I was going to play... Nah, I don't think it's going to work if I do that. Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out next time. Okay. So I do have 2 more actions with him. I don't have enough line of sight to get to this Granny Gross. I don't want to move. I could remove... Oh, that's what I can do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove a slime from Winston because he's got the worst ones. I'm going to remove 2 slime tokens from Winston for an action each time. He's slime free. Then with my last maneuver, I'm going to get into the car because I'm on the side. Boom. Boom. So he's in the car too. Then we get to Ray. Ray might as well take some shots. Or... Can I remove slime from someone while I'm in the car? That's a question. Nope. It specifically says it cannot. It's unfortunate. I don't care about those guys, so screw them. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Though then I should have done this a different way. Oh, it's alright. I'm not going to backtrack. I'm going to go 1 action. I'm going to deposit this monster. I can't... Oh, yeah. I can put 1 more in there. That's fine. And I'm just going to get in the car for another maneuver. And then lastly, Winston is just going to spend... Let's see. Can't do that. I have to be able to move. So he's going to move. And he's going to get in the car for a maneuver. He has 2 actions left. Now, I'm going to get in the car and drive, but let's see. What are my success condition is there have to be 2 or fewer goo piles on the map, and the Ecto 1A is in the marked space. Right now, there are 3 goo piles left. Okay. No, I'm sorry, there's 4. So I just basically have to choose 1 area. And I'm going to choose this area because there seems to be less things. And it doesn't say they have to be in the marked space. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, no, I want to be able to move quickly. I can get them to there right away. Movement is a problem for a couple of my guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. That's fine. And he's going to do his second maneuver. Is he short of maneuver? No, he's good. He's free of slime. Yeah, he's going to get out right away for his third action. No, for his other maneuver. And he's going to fire with his last action on going down his head. I think the slime mechanism, while thematic, is actually annoying in gameplay as one keeps wasting actions to clean each other up. You are correct. I am realizing that as time goes on. If you get slimed, it's seriously debilitating. It's an interesting alternative to hit points, but yes, the clunkiness and fiddliness of it is a big pain in the ass. Yep. I'm also going to say that while I love the first Ghostbusters movie, and I can forgive the fact that this is based off of the highly inferior second one, I don't prefer the theme as much as I prefer fantasy zombies. So, yeah, okay, he's going to take a shot at that plasm. See if I can get that goo pile. I can't get it now, but I can have someone else come out and use their maneuver to get it right away. So I need a 3 or higher. Nope. And he is going to schwitz. So let's see what that happens. Goes off in the bottom corner. Nothing happens to me. Good. Good. Winston's done, though. That means we are down to 2 rounds left. There are only 2 rounds left in the game. I have to pop both of these slime portals and get the car back to the marked space. I actually think unless I roll so horribly, I think it's fine. This would also change things dramatically too. Star. Fine. Doesn't matter at all. I've never rolled the chaos on this. If you roll the chaos on this, the monsters start going apeshit and moving around, apparently. But it hasn't happened yet. It's 7:50. I've been playing for almost 2 hours, but most of that was set up. I'll try. I don't know. I guess maybe I'll try and do one more scenario. Or we could do another game. I could set something up real quick. I haven't played Friday in a while. That might be interesting. I just don't feel like playing this again. Especially if I'm committing to playing it with my group again later in the week. Sure. That's probably what we're going to do. I'll find something else cute to play real quick. Okay. Back to the start. We're going to do Venkman. Peter. Otherwise known as Peter. Peter is going to get out the car. Get out the car, man! He can't do much, and he actually has a slime blower. So he's going to get out here for a maneuver, move 1 space, because he can only move 1 space per movement, and try to hit this guy. 6! Ghostbusters sign. He's gone. On a hit, though, he slimes. Oh, no. Well, this is unfortunate. I probably should have taken that into account. So these guys on a hit are going to nuke everything around them. And if it hits a car, it gets everyone in the car. So all 4 of my Ghostbusters just got slimed. He does take a plasm token for that, but their slime is -1 movement, which does suck. Although there's a reason I put them so close. For that reason. Yep, all of them. They're all going to get these -1 movement tokens. Gorham Dragon is totally fine. You did not dampen my mood for the game. I set my expectations low, and I'm actually still enjoying myself more than I would have thought, but I'm still not enjoying myself thoroughly. So, totally okay. I'm having fun just doing this. Quite alright. Okay. But having done that, Peter is allowed to use a maneuver to flip this. And let's see what we get from the goo pile. I get an equipment. Great. What was his equipment here? Choose a space within line of sight and place your Ghostbuster in that space. That's actually a lifesaver. That means that Don't have to worry about his movement necessarily. But that's my old card. This is the new one. Ghost Beacon. Move all Class 1 ghosts within 3 spaces of that space, regardless of line of sight, 1 space towards the chosen space. Choose a space within the line of sight first. Okay. That's interesting. She's not a Class 1 ghost, though, so this is not going to help me right now. If I level up, I could have included Class 2 ghosts. Oh, boy. So, he's out of maneuvers, and he actually has no, he has 2 actions left. Huh. With 2 actions left, I am going to remove one of Winston's movement tokens. And I can't do my own. I spent an action already. Oh. That's interesting. I could break an action down into a maneuver. Let's do that, because I think this can help. I'm going to break my other action down into a maneuver and deposit the 2 plasmids that I have. By doing that, I think I can just move this 1 token up. By doing that, I can now use Ray's ability. I can actually use one of the abilities. Yep, that's cool. Alright, so Egon's going to go, though. Still can't... I never would have used his equipment. Never. Never would have happened. Prototype trap requires more than 1 ghost to be next to each other of the same type. No way. Wasn't going to happen. They're all scattered. But I'm going to have Egon jump out. And what's he want to do? Well, we have to start nailing this old lady. That's right. I said it. Let's do that. Let's do that. So, jumps out here. Moves 1, because you can only move 1 for an action. So, maneuver action. Well, my line of sight isn't so terrible. I think I'm going to hang back. Lean back. Oh, no. Let's just get up close. There's no harm in getting up close. You might as well get up close. Now we'll fire. I have 2 actions left. So, that's a hit. I got a 6. Great. So that's 1 stream on her. So much sexual innuendo in this game. Well, or I'm just a terrible person. I'm willing to accept that too. Second action. That's a 4, baby. So she's toast. Oh, wait. I have to resolve hits on both of those. Or at least on one of them. The first one. Moves a space towards the nearest Ghostbuster. Again, I'm a little weirded out by that, but I think that because she doesn't get to move again, she cannot end in the same space as a Ghostbuster, so she doesn't slime me. It's got to be from her ability. So, but anyways, Egon nukes her right away. I get a plasmid token for that, which may not come into effect or come into play. But I had 2 streams on her when she died, and they were both mine, so Egon's. They're all mine. So he actually goes right to level 2. When you reach this level, reveal cards from the equipment deck until you find a utility card. Draw it, and then shuffle the revealed cards back into the deck. I can do that. Right, the very first one. Good. I don't have to worry about it. Mini Ectoplasm Analyzer. At level 1, which I'm past, but I don't have a level 2 thing. Each time you miss a slime blower combat roll this turn, you may re-roll that combat roll once. Oh my goodness. I should give that to someone else. But I don't need to. I think we're about to win the game very handily. With my second action... No, I'm sorry. This is my third action because I had to move once, attack. But I have another maneuver. Yes. So, maneuver... My second maneuver is to flip this. We are now in prime condition to win the game. But this is probably an event. Oh, equipment. Yeah, we're good. We're done. We are basically done. The Boson Caster. Choose a Class 1 entity within line of sight. Remove that entity from the scenario. Or you can choose a Class 2 entity instead because I'm level 2. Well, that would have been nice. Wow, that's a really nice pack. Whoa! Well, we don't have to be in the. We all don't have to be in the car. I think I'm just about to win as soon as it's Ray's turn. He's in the car. For the hell of it, I'm going to use my last action to just move him back. May get him out of the way. And now it's Ray's turn, and he's in the car. And time to go. See you guys. See ya. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he'll move again. And that's it. We just won the scenario. Does it happen right away? Even if it doesn't, I can just hold out for the rounds. Let's roll the event die and see if anything nasty would have happened. Still didn't roll the chaos thing. It's fine. We're done. Okay, I won the scenario. It did look shady back here because I'm like, all right, well, I've barely moved my guys, and we've barely done anything back here, and the rounds just keep ticking down. Now, the thing I was most unclear on, there's a couple things I was unclear on, but I was just being a stupid moron. But the main thing was why, and actually, Gorm Dragon, maybe you know this. On the goo timer, on the scenario cards, it keeps track of how much time you have left. There is a whited out number. There's a number that's white instead of black. On this card, it's a 3. On other cards I saw, it's a 1 or other things too. But what does that mean? It doesn't mean I start there, right? If it meant that I started there, then I'm dead. I assume that it didn't because that seems impossible. But regardless of that, we're done. Do I want to do something else? We might just go ahead and call it a stream. I do have other work to do. And this was a nice test. If it was a video game, I would just immediately jump into another game. But this would require me setting up another game. And I don't want to make you guys sit through me setting up another game. The next time I do this, I want to have some more time. And, well, here. It's weird talking to no one. Give me a sec here. Don't you want to see my beautiful face with a terrible camera? Alright. So, if this is a video game stream, I just jump into another. We do a little medley here of video games. I don't want to make you guys, but that's easy. I don't want to make you guys sit through the setup of another game, even if it's a small card game. So, we're going to go ahead and call it here. This was a nice first run. This went a little bit easier than I thought, and a little bit worse than I thought. Just because the camera was in a bad position, I waited till the last minute to start setting up, and you guys had to sit through me setting up a game. But nevertheless, we saw that it was possible. My audio was fine. That's the most important part. And hopefully this gives you a taste of what this game is like. Yeah, I'm not going to give my opinion on it because I still want to play it again. It's too soon. I will say some things about it I liked more than I thought I would. Some things about it I didn't like so much, like the slime token thing. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to play it again. Maybe do a review. I don't want to commit to anything. Late this week, maybe early next week. But in the meantime, if you're watching this and you don't know who I am based on anything else and wondering why I have so many board games back there, my original channel is a YouTube channel called Board Game Brawl. That's why this is called BGB Live. You can check me out over there, youtube.com/Board Game Brawl. Subscribe to me. I do board game reviews. Rarely I do top 10 lists nowadays, but I will get to some more. And I do live Q&As every Saturday. On this stream, we're going to be doing video game streams for the most part, just because those are quick and easy. But I'm going to try to make it my habit to do once a week board gaming streams. Those are a little bit harder to set up, but those videos, when they're done, after we stream them, are going to be placed over on the YouTube Board Game Brawl channel. The video game streams from here will eventually migrate over to BGB Live on YouTube, which is a separate YouTube channel. I hate being one of those guys that says, like and subscribe! But this is all very new, so people are probably confused. And if you're wondering why everything looks so bare bones, it's because I still have my artist working on art for me. Hopefully that will be coming this week, hopefully sooner rather than later. So this channel and those other channels will look a lot better and squeaky clean. Tuesday, we're going to stream 9 p.m. I am hoping to stream XCOM Enemy Within, and I'm hoping to I might pick up Prey, the brand new game that came out, because it looks really interesting to me. And it's getting some pretty decent reviews overall. So, with that being said, those of you who showed up, thank you so much for watching. Those of you who are watching this later on YouTube, thank you so much. I really appreciate your care and support. Take care.